so much talk with YouTube changes, COPPA, FTC. What's the future of this channel? Am I quitting? No, no, I'm not. And I'll tell you what it's all about. Nothing. Nothing. This means nothing, guys, because this channel is not intended for kids under the age of 13. This channel, none of my videos, nothing will ever be for kids under the age of 13. As a matter of fact, children under the age of 13 need to get out from in front of the computer. They need to put their iPads, need to put their phones down, take their asses outside, play in the mud, but make sure you're back in time before the street lights come on. Otherwise, your ass gets grounded. You understand? All right, let's go. Fools React here with another Scrubs reaction. We are getting into it. It is Monday. We are going to skip episode 14, and let me tell you why, guys. I actually had it recorded, and then the reaction got erased. And as everybody knows, I hate going back and re-reacting to an episode I've already seen because you don't get the true emotion. So we're just going to do a quick recap, quick recap of what episode 14 was about, because it actually, and I'm really mad that it did get erased, because there was that like crucial moment at the end that you needed to see to move the plot line forward. But basically, as we all know, J.D. was dating Alex. She was this really hot girl that he met in an MRI machine. But episode 14 ended up being drugs were being taken, and it was the fact that they thought maybe it was a addict, and Alex was sitting there defending the addict as much as she could, and Elliot was saying that it wasn't possible, or that it was possible that he probably did take it, and they ended up asking JD for his advice. And JD, of course, went with Alex's because that's who he's sleeping with. Elliot didn't like it very much because of the fact that she doesn't trust Alex. That's what she told him. She said, I don't trust her. She's going to hurt you. And JD basically said, oh my God, you're jealous. You had your chance. And it kind of upset Elliot. Well, come to find out in the very end, Alex was the one taking the drugs, and she had a drug addiction problem, and they ended up splitting up. Elliot showed up at the very end of the episode and told JD that she was sorry, that, she was basically right, that Alex did end up hurting her in the end, but the fact that JD was right as well, and she was jealous, and they ended up kissing at the very end, and that's where it ended. They were going into the bedroom with them fixing to get into adult situations, and that's like I said, it's basically it was a much needed, like, you had to see it. I'm sure most of you probably have. It's just I don't like going back and re-reacting. I may re-react to the episode once I finish the season, and before I start the next one, I may end up re-reacting to it. But as of right now, I just wanted to recap and get us going forward to the next episode, which is 15. It's the episode after, so that way we can continue on with the series. So if you don't see episode 14 in the list with season 1 right now on YouTube, that is why. Just wanted to give you guys the update on that. So let's get into this. This is episode 15, and let's go.
Oh my God, you slept with your best friend. This will be a disaster unless you say the right thing, so choose your words carefully.
Great job last night, buddy.
Never has the right things to say.
You came along. I've been stuck on 4 since med school. Ow!
Yeah, it's that awkwardness. Best friends finally showing their emotions.
What happened last night was a wonderful mistake. Probably best if we just go back to the way things were.
Look, I just,
Say, Elliot, stay in bed and have sex with me all day until neither one of us can move.
I feel like this is the dynamic shift in the show now. Here we go. How is he sitting there with her cold hands on him?
Have you ever been more uncomfortable in your entire life?
you gotta help me eat this pizza.
That is a nasty looking pizza.
See, now you even look sexy holding that slice.
Good morning, Dr. Cox. We are short-staffed today because Kelso has volunteered all of you scut monkeys for some psychologist research project. All nurses and interns, let's gather round and dance for the puppet master. Oh yes, dance!
It's not just the nurses and interns.
Don't be that guy, Bob. Gosh, I guess I became a doctor because ever since I was a little boy, I just wanted to help people. Oh my God. I became a doctor for the same 4 reasons everybody does. Chicks, money, power, and chicks. But since
HFFA, hot from far away, but up close she's nasty.
She can totally hear you.
I'm taking one of those quiet moments where I weigh your good qualities against your bad ones and decide if you're actually worth the trouble. You made it. That was close.
The Todd is asking Elliot out. I think she'd be lucky to ride my... Please. Motorcycle. Gotcha.
Through high school and college, I pretty much played everything because I needed to compete. It was my drug. I think that's why I became a surgeon, too, because every day you get to step up to the table and go one-on-one against what's ever wrong with the patient. And if you're really good at it, you win most of the time.
Wow, Todd's actually going to attempt?
Are you following me?
No. You want to go out sometime?
With you?
Me and a bottle of Jägermeister.
No, but I don't want you to think it's because I just broke up with someone or that I'm a lesbian or because I want to preserve our friendship. It's because I find you so creepy I think you should have to walk around with a bell around your neck.
All I heard was lesbian.
Wow. Oh yeah, that was so obvious.
I mean, I may eventually need a vagina transplant.
Go, 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 go! We don't have much time!
Wow.
You know what?
Let's do it. Let's have a talk.
Okay. You my boyfriend?
Yep. You my girlfriend?
Yep.
Cool.
What?
I've seen you naked, so like everything you're doing, I'm watching you do it naked. See the Echo report on the
bravo. Just a big bravo.
Cox knew already anyways.
Heaven help me, I love newbie theater. Honest, I do. It's the way you both play your parts with such wonderful commitment that almost had me believing that you aren't having whiny, neurotic, extremely pale sex with each other. The whole floor knows. Oh, and if you go ahead and listen very carefully, you'll hear the familiar sound of no one caring.
This is a hospital, all right? People here are already sick.
You guys do it all the time.
Tell me we don't look like that.
We don't look like that.
As we're sleeping, we were up in the kitchen frying up some love.
Relationships. Well, Zygmunt, relationships are so fragile.
Uh-oh.
Why did you just do that? I mean, how could you possibly think that's appropriate conversation for work? And we didn't have sex.
No. Especially not on the stove. What?
That is not funny. That's great. Thanks. Thanks a lot, J.D. Really mature.
Oh, come on.
Oh, that laugh.
But it's your laugh. I gave it to you.
Yeah, I love it so much I can't stop using it.
Well, you know, it's not as charming if you're mad.
You know you only laugh at your own jokes. I mean, you never laugh at anything I do. You're not as funny as you think you are.
And that's when you find out that that pretty little girl you married isn't a pretty little girl at all. No, she's a man-eater. And I'm not talking about the whoa, whoa, here she comes kind of.
Whoa, here she comes.
I'm
She's
talking
a
about the kind that uses your
man-eater.
dignity as a
I love the
dish to
reference.
wipe up any shreds of manhood that might be stuck inside the sink.
I suck at this. Sorry.
You look great bent over.
I'm not being obsessive, but I rolled that damn thing exactly the way the video I bought told me to.
Probably just a bad bowl.
You don't always have to patronize me. I mean, you can just be honest with me and tell me that I suck.
You know what, Elliot? It's hard to be honest with you. When you're so neurotic, you don't even trust the computer to keep your score.
Is it always this hard?
Bowling's a tricky sport.
No, I meant...
I know what you meant.
Well, what the hell, Barbie? You should have gotten a cardiology fellow to give Mrs. Zuckerman a transvenous pacemaker 1 hour ago.
Dr. Cox, I was waiting to see if she would tolerate her low heart rate, which is exactly what all the medical textbooks tell us to do. Am I right, J.D.?
Is she right, J.D.?
Well, technically, yes. But you know, it's really a judgment call. But that's me.
Always side with the hoochie, newbie? It's a rookie mistake. I hate to see it.
I should have stood up for you, Dr. Cox.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should have.
I don't want him to think it's about our relationship.
Look, I know that you want Dr. Cox to like you and to respect you, but you should want me to like and respect you too.
Well, if I didn't respect you, I wouldn't be having sex with you. That's not true. I totally would be.
Look, if you can't talk about this for real, then forget it.
Oh, a perfect dismount off her high horse.
If you don't like something, why don't you just say it? I mean, why do you have to hide behind your stupid little jokes?
That's a bad thing, Elliot. Why don't we get all my friends together in a room and we'll fight your friend?
Oh.
I'm getting so tired of this.
There's a lot of people here who like me for who I am. I thought you were one of them.
I thought I was too.
Bottom line, couples that are truly right for each other wade through the same crap as everybody else, but the big difference is they don't let it take them down. One of those two people will stand up and fight for that relationship every time if it's right, and they're real lucky.
I think it'd be easier if you weren't friends with your girlfriend. Am I in a relationship now?
No. I'm not in one now.
No.
Do you think this is gonna work out?
I think it's gonna be great.
Oh, that didn't work out too well for him at all, like he thought. You know, it's one of those basic things that you always know is going to happen, though. Like, I think that's the thing, is that we've seen it coming, or we knew it wasn't going to work, you know, type of thing. Because it is hard. I don't know. I couldn't be in a relationship with the person I was best friends with first. It's one of those, I think you have to grow to that, you know, throughout the relationship. It's very hard to cross that friend line and try to still keep everything the same. It doesn't work. So, and I think that's the aspect they were falling into. Like J.D. said there at the end, you know, he thinks it's easier to not be friends with the girl that he's dating, which is true. There's just too many things that you know about each other, and then when you put it to a relationship factor, I don't know, it's just weird. Outside of that, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me on this reaction, and we'll see you again soon for another one.